Welcome back to part 2 of Let's Super Turtle on Terminal Moraine. So in the last episode, me and Mitch lost our mainland bases and we are now confined to our special little islands over here. And I'm starting things off with a little bit of an arbiter fight here. And as you can see, he's raging Mitch's ODSTs out of the sniper towers, which sometimes you can do, sometimes you can't. That's just the magic that is Halo Wars. Get that heal on that ODST squad. ASAP, Pro Mitch. But I'm going to try and run up to this Teal base and see if I can't stop the shield and maybe get my money base back. And I can see that there's a few hunters here. I'm just looking around to make sure there's not 43 Scarabs there that will kill me. There is one Scarab there, shooting at something, and oh no, the shield's going to go up! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I was able to stop the shield, thankfully, but unfortunately, there is a Scarab here and a bunch of hunters, but it looks like Mitch was going to Mac Blast that Scarab and then something happened to make his Mac Blast not work anymore. So his Mac Blast is glitched there and that laser pointer is going to be staying there for the rest of the game. Looks like Mitch was taking some mighty fine aim at that turret though, so good job, Mitch. I'm gonna have to rage down these hunters before I start raging that Scarab, or else things are gonna get very painful, like they are right now. Ouch! Hot! Hot! Lasers! Ouch! There's another shield going up, but I'm going to happily stop that and get a little bit more health. Still getting shot at by these lasers. Let's go ahead and kill this Scarab now, because we could sure use the health boost. Especially now that there's another Arbiter trying to rage me down here. Ah, there we go. So now is a good time to get out of there before I get raged down. Here comes some ODSTs to finish off that base, maybe? Probably not, but you know. So I've cut ahead. You can see that I've got like 23,000 resources. That's just how long these guys have been waiting before they attack. They've kind of had me confined in here thinking like, heh, he isn't getting out of this base ever. Little does he know that I don't plan on leaving this base. So he's just content to sit there and keep me in here. But eventually he will get bored and attack me. But Mitch is dropping some ODST squads, I guess, to try and entice him into coming here. There's this Arbiter here trying to move forward, but I've got him completely walled in with Jackals. He won't be getting inside of my base. Probably what he's trying to do is sneak past my units here, so maybe he could teleport in some units, because that's what noob Arbiters like to do, and that's actually a very good idea to do that as an Arbiter if you're getting super turtled. Alright, here we are much, much later. They've just been standing out there. Both Red's army and Teal's army were standing outside my base for a good 10 minutes, and now they're finally deciding to move up. I'm going to start raging with my Arbiter. There are a ton of fully upgraded Jackals here, but I've got a fully upgraded 1-star Arbiter and all of these Jackals of my own, plus Engineers. So I'm pretty confident that my Arbiter won't die at all, and I'm going to kill all of his units, just like that. Nice army, Teal. Now it's gonna all fall off a cliff as the bridge disappears. And that Arbiter's dead, and alright, so that was easy. I lost 6 pops, so probably lost a few Jackals and 1 air unit of some sort. But that's all easily replaceable with my 25,000 resources. Alright, we're skipping ahead a little further now, and I'm down here at their bottom right base. And I'm raging it down, and as you can see, the shield on this warehouse is going down, but the shield on the rest of the base isn't going down, and I'm just throwing this in here because it was a weird little glitch that I've never seen before. And yeah, the shield just goes right up again, right in front of me. Just a slap in the face. I don't know why that happened. He wasn't like building a shield or anything, but whatever. I'm still just gonna keep hitting that base. I'm looking at something that's flying over here. Oh, Mitch just sent a fake pelican, and he's gonna Mac Blast that Scarab that's been up on that mountain for 9 years now. And it's finally dead, but I'm gonna go back to raging this base and see if I can't kill this shield. I don't know why it went back up. That's just stupid. if this was an actual game and I was trying to kill their bases, I would have been really upset, but, you know, it's a super turtle, so I really don't care. And now Mitch is signal flaring the base because the rest of the shield, like the warehouse shield, is going down, but the rest of the base is still fully shielded. And now the shield on this warehouse goes away. I'm going to get a health boost for it, I believe. Oh, well, as you can see, my Arbiter's just not even hitting it now. And there, I rage down the shield and it's gone, and the rest of the shield is still there, but that warehouse is unshielded. And I'm trying to hit it, but I can't. My Arbiter is just jumping around it, jumping through it. I can't hit it. So I have no idea what was happening here, but it is very glitchy and very stupid, so I'm just gonna leave. You know what, man? Fuck you. Fuck your warehouse. You can keep it. And, yeah, I'm just gonna keep running around, see if there's any units for me to rage down, but then I do run into a whole bunch of units, and there's also another Arbiter there, so it's time to leave and wait for them to come back to my base. I can see that there's an Arbiter up here raging around, trying to get through my units, maybe. It looks like there's a small hole he can possibly fit through, but I don't think so. Because, as you can see, he's just standing there and can't move. Go ahead, Mitch, Mac blast him. Oh. And then he tried to run past the bridge, but if you don't know this, as the bridge is about to go away, it's pretty much like a D-bomb. It'll zap you and not let you use your leader power. So if, like, your Arbiter is on the bridge and it starts disappearing, you can't rage run away from it, because it will EMP you. There's Mitch's little wall there to keep the Arbiter out. Just thought I would show you what that looks like, because Mitch really didn't see a lot of action this game. He just kind of sat on his base, and I ran around and raged stuff down, so I kind of did break the rules of turtling a little bit, but I was just trying to get my second star. I mean, how many Arbiters and Scarabs and Hunters have I raged down now, and I haven't even gotten a second star, man. It's ridiculous. But whatever, as you can see, this Arbiter is still trying to get through, just can't quite do it. And I'm going to go into rage mode to let him know how angry I am that he's trying to break through. And eventually, my units are going to see him and kill him. I'm not sure if it's because he deals damage to something or what, but eventually his position is given away, and he dies. Yep, he attacked my Arbiter. Oh, he recalled, okay. And now, here comes the message. NGMI Gator 9. Yawn. What an idiot. Yeah, that's the most common message I'll get while I'm turtling people. Yawn. Boring. So I'm going to send him a "you mad?" See if that'll make him a little angry, make him attack me more often. But instead, it's going to do nothing, and they're just going to continue sitting here, outside of my base. Mitch is trying to make that Scarab move with his Mac Blast, but I don't think it's going to work, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to wait until my bridge comes back to see if they attack again. So now I'm going to send him another message, because they haven't attacked us in probably 15 minutes at this point. We're just sitting here, me and Mitch are just chatting about nonsense, and we're like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. So I'm telling him to quit already, because it's already been well over like an hour and a half, and they really aren't attacking that often, so I just wanted to get them to quit maybe, or start attacking, or do something, because I was really bored. And so instead of attacking me, they come over to Mitch's base with a ton of Banshees. Perhaps if Red had sent some of his units to help Teal out, this would have been a much more effective attack. But Mitch is going to have enough anti-air and turrets to be able to kill all of these Banshees, and it's not going to hurt him at all. So, whoop-de-doo, Teal. Here come my vampires to make sure that nothing dies. Sealing the deal, if you know what I mean. Mitch does have one Wolverine left, so very clutch. And there goes all of those banshees. Alright. So they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board if they want to do anything. What they really should be doing is attacking with both of their armies at the same time, but they keep attacking one at a time and their teammate watches their attack fail, and then they send in their units and then their teammate watches them fail, and it's just a never-ending cycle of failure on their part. But what do you expect with a recruit and a colonel? And so anyways, I finally get a response to my quit message. No, you quit, Mr. Base Sitter. You quit. Well, I've got bad news for you, NGM iGator 9. I'm not quitting. So, this game is going to go on. So now there's a bunch of teal vampires that are coming to attack Mitch's base. What the hell were they thinking? What are these things gonna do? I don't know. But I'm going to send my vampires, take another look at that Scarab, which has expertly repositioned itself on top of that mountain for no reason whatsoever, but it's there, and it's going to stay there. No matter how many times Mitch Mac blasts it. And I'm going to stasis all these vampires so I can get more points and get my 5-star general rank. And, Red's still not helping Teal out at all. Probably doing something else, like homework or something. Who knows what people do while we're super turtling them. I always wonder if they're like breaking sweats and really trying hard to break through our defenses. And I know sometimes they are, but other times it just seems like they aren't trying. And this is one of those times. They really weren't trying hard at all. And here comes some suicide grunts to kill Mitch's tanks possibly. Oh man, get it out of there! Get that tank out of there, Mitch! I'm going to move the camera away because I do not want to see the impending violence that is these grunts destroying everything. Well, actually, they only killed one tank, and then they all died, so okay, that wasn't so bad. That could have been much worse if they had brought in a cloaked arbiter and blown up all of Mitch's buildings. That could have been bad. In fact, that might be what would defeat Mitch if they were... what am I trying to say? If you were in the two arbiters' positions, your best bet would be to sneak your arbiter past their front wall there and drop in a full pop of suicide grunts on his base and kill it. Because, of course, if he doesn't have a base, he can't build units, and his loss timer starts up. And on this map, you can very easily keep a base down with sacrifice banshees. And, yeah. That's basically one of the ways that we've lost before, so I just revealed that information, so... Don't know if I'm ever going to super turtle on this map again. Yeah. Risky stuff, man. Anyways, there's some vampires here, and I was going to try and stasis them, but that Scarab is helping them out, and it's blowing up all of my vampires, which is not what I want, so I'm going to have to call them back. I'm probably going to have to call back most of my troops now, because that Scarab is pretty much outranging all of my units and just killing them at an astonishing rate, which I don't want because that gives them points, and I like my super turtles to give the opponents as little points as possible. So I did take down my little jackal barrier there so that arbiter would be able to sneak through maybe, but there I just cliffed myself, but instead of dying I warped to the lower left corner of the map. And if it happened once, that's probably what'll happen the second time, so I'm content to just keep raging these vampires, no matter how dangerous it is to be raging vampires over the cliff, over the energy bridge like this. But really what I want to do is give my units the damage bonus, and of course help my vampires finish off these vampires so that my banshees can help kill that Scarab. But I think the Scarab is either already dead or it ran away somewhere. I'm pretty sure that was Mitch's Mac Blast killing it, in fact, so good job, S-Pro Mitch, keeping the Mac Blasts on that Scarab. And I'm just continuing to do my danger zone raging. Sometimes when you're raging air units too, and the method that I use to rage air units, as you saw right there, it pulled me out of rage mode, because I like to use the right stick and, you know, air surf on air units, and then I use the other stick to switch targets of air surfing in midair, and that's what does a lot of damage to air units. I know what I said probably didn't make any sense, but it's kind of hard to explain. But Just trust me. I don't know how to explain it any better than that, so there you go. They're making another attack with more vampires and another Scarab. There goes the Mac Blast to seal the deal on that. I'm telling you guys, Scarabs suck. Don't make them. They're horrible. Horrible. Even a 3-star Scarab is incredibly easy to kill. Just don't make Scarabs. They're horrible. You can make so many better things than Scarabs. If they would have just been pumping max pops of Sacrifice Banshees at my base, that would have been a whole lot more deadly. And as you saw, the bridge is going away, so it did EMP my Arbiter, so I have to get away from there as quickly as possible. And I also lost most of my army. So that kind of sucks, but I don't really need an army so much because I do have my Arbiter here. And he's going to kill all of these anti-air units because anti-air is not anti-base. So they're really not doing much at all to my base. These Raging Arbiters are doing most of the damage to my shield, as well as whatever Banshees were once here, but most of them are gone. Actually, I can see on the mini-map that most of them are at my building hooks next to my base. So I'm going to have to wait until those Banshees get a little closer to my base, because I don't want to rage them near the side hooks, because that is an easy way to lose your Arbiter. Whereas by the energy bridge, it's not so dangerous. I have 41,000 resources, man. That's a lot of money. But the Arbiter's up here, and he's warping in some more Banshees. And, well, I'm just going to keep raging. Rage, 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 man. Also, our opponents do have a lot of bases, but most of their bases are just shield bases, so they really don't have like a huge economy like you would expect them to, since they have so many bases. But at least 2 of Red's bases are all shield generators, so I'm not sure what they're so scared of, but there you go. They have all shield generators on a few of their bases. So their economy is probably on par with ours. Or well, maybe I wouldn't say that, but we're definitely spending a lot less money recreating our whole armies than they are, because Mitch is only spending $600 to Mac Blast those goddamn Scarabs. And yeah, so that's putting us really far ahead. Mitch is hardly getting attacked at all, so that's also putting him very far ahead. And so, since Mitch isn't getting attacked anymore, he's decided to move his army towards Teal's base and end this game once and for all. Will we be able to win? Find out next time on Let's Super Turtle on Terminal Moraine. See you guys later.